Hello everyone, I'm here today to explain a random topic from Unit 2 named as pointers. I'll just go through its definition, declaration, and parameter passing mechanisms. So what is an introduction to pointers? Which feature of C do beginners find most difficult to understand? The answer is easy. It's pointers. Other languages have pointers, but few use them so frequently as C does. And why not? It is C's clever use of pointers that makes it an excellent language it is. So what is the notation of a pointer? So let us consider the declaration as int I is equal to 3. This declaration tells the C compiler to reserve space in memory to hold the integer value. Associate the name I with the memory location. Store the value 3 at this location. We may represent I's location in memory by the following memory map. So just go through this memory map and we see that computers has selected memory location as 65524 as the place to store the value of 3. The location number 65524 is not a number to be relied upon because some other time the computer may choose a different location for storing the value of 3. The important is I's address in memory is a number. We can print this address number through the following program. So main function int I is equal to 3, printf slash n address of I is equal to percentile u address into I and printf value of I is equal to percentile leave I. The output of the above program would be address of I 65524 and value of I is 3. So how this program actually works? Look at the first printf statement carefully. And is used in this statement in C's address of the operator. The expression and I returns the address of the variable I, which in this case happens to be 65524. Since 65524 represents an address, there is no question of a sign being associated with it. Hence, it is printed out using percentile %u, which is a format specifier for printing an unsigned integer. We have been using the AND operator all the time in this scanf statement. The other pointer operator available in C is star. Value at address operator is called as value at address operator. It gives the value stored at particular address. The value at address operator is also called indirection operator. Main int I is equal to 3, printf address of I is equal to percentile u and a printf value of I is equal to percentile d I, and this one the output of the program would be like address of I 65524, value of I is 3 and value of I is equal to 3. So we can just print the value of I like this one or this one. Note that printing the value of this is same as printing a value of I, right? So the expression and I gives the address of the variable I. This address can be collected in a variable by saying j is equal to and I. But remember, j is not an ordinary variable like any other integer variable. It is a variable that contains the address of another variable. Since j is a variable, the compiler must provide space in the memory. Once again, the following memory map would illustrate the contents of I and j, where I, the value of 3 gets stored and its address is 65524, where j stores the value of 65524, the address of I, as in another memory space of 65522. As you can see, i's value is 3 and j's value is i's address, but wait, we can't use j in a program without declaring it, and since j is a variable that contains the address of I, it is declared as int star j. This declaration tells the compiler that j will be used to store the address of an integer value. In other words, j points to an integer. How do we justify the usage of star in the declaration? Let us go by the meaning of star. It stands for value at address, thus int star j would mean the value address contained in j is an integer. So just go through this code. The output is given on the right side of the slide. So int I is equal to 3, int star j, with j is used here to store the address of something. So j is addressing I, so j is used to store the address of an I. Printf address of I is something address of I, the address into j, address of j, percentile u and j. We just print as address of I is 65524, address of I is 65524, address of j is 65522, value of j is 65524, value of I is 3. So where do these values? And this is from this map. So here is the map and this is how it actually works. So yeah guys, so I just wanted to discuss this part in a coding one. So I'll just explain the call by reference and call by value. So first I will go with call by value and I'll just write. So this program, this is a comment I will be writing. This program is used to swap numbers by using call by value, right? So I'll just do a basic part like include stdio dot h, right? All, and I'll do like void. So swap, which I will be using like term, and I'll just declare two numbers like int a and int b, which I would like to swap, and I will just write my logic for swapping of two numbers. So I'll just declare another integer like int 10 is equal to a, which store the value of a, and a is equal to b, which you would know, and b is equal to temp, right? So just give it semicolons and I'll just print if inside swapping, and I'll just write like inside swapping a is equal to percentile d and comma b is equal to percentile d, right? So I'll just get out of this and I'll address a and b. I just want to do, okay, I'll just terminate this enter, and I have just completed my global declaration like that. So int name, just like to run the code like open the parenthesis, and I will just declare 2 like x is equal to 5, so 5, and comma y is equal to 10, and printf, I am just not swapped like before swapping. I am not swapped till now. Before swapping x equal to percentile d, right? And my y will be another percentile d, which I am be like x comma y will just terminate. So I'll just write the swap x comma y just terminate it. So print after swapping after swapping x equal to percentile d comma y is equal to percentile d, just replacing x, sorry, put it on this surface, x comma y, terminate, and return to 0, right? Just return it, return 0. Just close the braces correctly. So for the to get the output line by line, just using slash n. So right here another slash n, and here another slash n. Oh, that just happened, and I think I will write it comma x comma y. Need to just close the brackets and I need to just terminate it, right? I'll just, so yeah guys, so I just wanted to discuss this part in a coding one. So I'll just explain the call by reference and call by value. So first I will go with call by value and I'll just write. So this program, this is a comment I will be writing. This program is used to swap numbers by using call by value, right? So I'll just do a basic part like include stdio dot h, right? All, and I'll do like void. So swap, which I will be using like term, and I will just declare two numbers like int A and int B, which I would like to swap, and I will just write my logic for swapping of two numbers. So I will just declare another integer like int 10 is equal to A, which store the value of A, and A is equal to B, which you would know, and B is equal to temp, right? So just give it semicolons and I'll just print if inside swapping, and I'll just write like inside swapping A is equal to percentile D and comma B is equal to percentile D, right? So I'll just get out of this and I'll address A and B. I just want to do, okay, I'll just terminate this, enter, and I have just completed my global declaration like that. So int name, just like to run the code like open the parenthesis, and I will just declare 2 like x is equal to 5, so 5, and comma y is equal to 10, and printf. I have just not swapped like before swapping. I have not swapped till now. Before swapping x equal to percentile d, right? And my y will be another percentile d, which I will like x comma y will just terminate. So just write the swap x comma y just terminate it. So print after swapping after swapping x equal to percentile d comma y is equal to percentile d, just replacing x, sorry, put it on this surface, x comma y, terminate, and return to 0, right? Just return it, return 0. Just close the braces correctly. So for the to get the output line by line, just using slash n. So right here another slash n, and here another slash n. Oh, what just happened? I think I did write it, comma x comma y. Need to just close the brackets and I need to just terminate it, right? Yeah, I just got an output as before swapping x equal to 5, y equal to 10. Inside swapping a is equal to 10, b equal to 5, but after swapping I just got x equal to 5 and y equal to 10. So in call by value, the swapping of numbers are actually not happening. So what will happen? So it will just copy the actual variable without changing the function. If I make any changes inside the function, the original variable does not change. What will happen if call by reference? So call by reference. So we'll just make some changes like int. Okay, we will just copy this code and I'll just delete it. Right, I'll just reload this. Right, just copy this and I'll just keep a star for every variable. So just want to store the variable, right? So star a star a is equal to star b, right? And star b will be stored in temp, and printer will be like this one, right? Addressing the star a and star b, and swap will be done, right? Addressing the x and y, so I will just into an operator here right? And so I'll just run this. So yeah, the actual swapping happened here forward. So see, before swapping x equal to 5 and y equal to 10. Inside swapping a equal to 10, b equal to 5. After swapping x equal to 10, y equal to 5. So the actual swapping happened in order reference and not in order array. That means if I just made any changes inside the function, it will just change and do affect the original variable, right?